Hey y'all, welcome to OtherRealmStudio. I'm Paula, and let me see. I have background music today. Oh yeah, let me credit that. So this is the list. I pretty much go through the entire list of motivating and inspiring background music downloads on Testing Studios. So it's royalty free, and it's really good. It really is very motivating. So let me see. Is my mic on here? So yeah, BestlandStudios.com, royalty-free music downloads, and I just go through the whole list of motivating and inspiring, and do the autoplay, and just run that in the background. It's nice. Also, with a little bit of sound in the background, you don't have to worry that the video's lagged if I'm not talking. But I'm gonna get back to coloring this. Let's see, was I going to do the roof on the same layer? Yeah, I think so. Get in here though. So I was gonna do the house mostly on the same layer, and do the windows and this other trim here on another layer. So I'm kind of doing like wood slat siding. And there will be more trees, but not just now. We'll have to get to that in a little bit. So I've been wanting to get back to this project all day, but I've just had so much stuff to take care of. And you know, there's always the day that you sometimes get where you just sort of wander around being ineffectual for the whole day. Those are sad days, y'all. But I kind of kept track of what I got done, and so I think I got a lot done. It was a pretty good day. Now, while it was raining out here, there had been kittens on my front porch. I know because I heard them. But it's quit being rainy, and I think Mom Cat has moved them again, because I went looking for them today after not hearing them for a while, and I think they're moved. So now I don't know where the kittens are. That's exactly how Mama Cat plans these things. So my two kittens have been fixed. Surprise, surprise, they're both female. That was a little pricier than I was expecting, but oh well, I like female cats. I mean, one of the reasons why I wanted to hurry up and get them fixed was so that I could have it done before the one I thought was a male could start with marking behaviors, but I guess she wasn't ever going to do that. Oh well, they're done now. They're just about recovered from it, and they're going to have happier, longer lives. Miss Chaos is a little sad that there will not be an infinity of kittens, or bringing down the kitten apocalypse upon us all, but it's all for the best. So let's see, either tonight or tomorrow, depending on how quickly I can make progress on this. I need to send an email back to Mia, my amazing artist, about details for the whole series of Soulbound. I asked her how she felt about it becoming a regular gig to do the line art for it, and how much time she would need. And really, her estimate was right about what mine was. But in order to do that, I have to, in order to start putting out Soulbound issues on a regular basis, I would need a regular income to do it from. Because I don't do that thing where we pay the artist, out of potential profits, because it's not fair. It's not fair to the artist to expect them to take on the risk for whether your project is a success or not. And I won't do it. So she gets paid up front, as the work is completed. And, she's done a fabulous job with it, and I'm not going to be shortchanging her. I mean, the work that she's put into this has been just incredible. And you really should, oops. Well, that's why it wasn't looking right. Yeah, you really should take a look at my website, OtherRealmStudio.com, and just see what the cover looks like. That's her line art, and I did like a watercolor effect with the colors for it. And it worked out really well. I think that our art styles are very complementary, actually. Complementary. I think it's still pronounced the same no matter what. Anyway. Okay, I'll need to come back and distinguish the slats on the house later. can do these a little more narrow because they're further away. Now I warped the perspective on this house, like quite a nice bit. So after I pretty much traced most of it and figured out where the disappearing points were off of a real life house, then what I did was finish out what the rest of the outline would be. Hey Heartless Spectre, how you doing tonight? So after I worked out how the house would look in its entirety, I selected it all, and I used the transform tool to do a free transform, and I kind of shrank it up at the top and tilted the whole thing back so that it has this looming effect. So it does not have perfect normal proportions. It has proportions that are meant to make you feel uneasy. And that's good to hear. Oh yeah, sorta kind of added music to it. So I'm just playing the playlist from OtherRealmStudio, which is royalty-free music. And YouTube is going to send me a dozen or so notifications about it, telling me that it's not really a copyright strike or anything like that, and I'm not in trouble, but just letting me know for every single song that the list goes through. Just because. But yeah, when I was looking for royalty-free music, I found this one, and he's got a whole set of motivating and inspiring background music. Yeah, he's also got commercial and happy and suspenseful and epic and so on. This is nice. It's meant to be instrumental, and it's not too distracting, I guess. I've been getting a lot done to this music. Yeah, well, I have been doing this a while. Long enough to get, I'm not quite sure if I should say good, but I'm fairly decent. Come on, how do you get enough? That's the real question. I don't think there's any such thing as too much motivation and inspiration. If you could spend your whole life in some degree of positivity, then that's a pretty good life. Yeah, this is one of those times when there can't be too much of a good thing. Pretty sure. There was a quote that I saw. Pinterest sorts of quotes, but usually they're pretty corny, but I like this one. About yeah, you're gonna have to try with a card. About how we need to romanticize our life. Like every cup of coffee you have is the best one you've ever had. And every day is the most beautiful. And there was kind of a list of stuff, and I don't remember what all it said, but I remember the part about the coffee because I'm feeling that. And it said that when you're living like that, then that's when you're really living. So I can get behind that, I think. I need to try not to lose track of how many corners this house has. Victorian houses are awesome. But detailed. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I had a friend of my husband's show up for a little bit, so that wasn't too lonesome. Yeah, generally things work out alright. Let's see, I also have another client that I'm going to start doing a project for pretty soon, I think. He wants a logo. So I've worked with him before, and that was an interesting project. And this one's a bit smaller scale than the one that I did with him originally. But he used to work with my husband, and he doesn't even work there anymore, and he still remembered me when he needed some more art done, so that was really nice. It's really good to be remembered. And I'm glad you remembered me and came back too. Well, I appreciate that. I was just thinking today, sometimes it's really hard sometimes it's hard to remember people or to recognize them. Like at the last Comic Con that I was at, some of the people who were the most excited about my comic, and they actually came back to my table and they were telling me how excited they were about it, which that was wonderful. But that one girl was cosplaying as Mystique, and she was entirely blue. I am never going to know what she looks like. She's gonna know me next con that we're at together, and I'm not gonna have any idea who she is. So yeah, I was thinking about that today. Like I really hate to be rude to somebody and not remember who they are, but sometimes people, they don't make it easy. I mean, good gracious, entirely blue. I'm really kind of wondering if maybe I should do the chimney on a separate layer. Too late now. You know, with a real Victorian house, this would not be the only chimney. There's a house that's not even as old as this that it was a farmhouse down the road that burned down, and that thing had 4 chimneys in it. I had no idea until all that was left was the chimneys. Oh yeah, me too. I tried. That doesn't mean that I always succeed. You're pretty memorable though, Heartless. I have to say, at first I did think that your name was a nod to Kingdom Hearts. My husband really likes that game. Well, in a good way. We have interesting conversations. Well, thank you for coming by and keeping me company. Well, I do have to say, you wouldn't be the best judge of it because you're already in your head and you already know what you think. So you've heard it all before you even say it. Kind of hard to surprise or interest yourself. So perhaps you are an unnecessarily harsh audience for yourself. Let's see, I'm gonna have to finish up pretty soon because I have clothes in the dryer that need to come out and clothes in the washer that need to go in. And I can't leave when we get, musty laundry. For a while there was an issue with clothes getting musty even being left in the dryer. So I wondered if the temperature difference between inside and outside was contributing to that. Because there was condensation inside the dryer. I still don't know how that works. We haven't had that problem before. I was trying to get everything squared away before I started the stream tonight, and could not quite make it. But I did come close. Oh, and dinner. Oh, goodness. I was fixing dinner, and it was like every couple seconds. Well, no, it was not every couple seconds. But I was a disaster. So first I lost a piece of chicken and had to throw that away. And then I picked up a pot and spilled everything all over. It was very hot. Did not manage to burn myself though. So at least there's that. And I was cooking outside on the grill, and we ran out of propane. So I had to bring everything in and finished it up in the oven. Which I didn't really want to turn on the oven and wait for chicken to bake in there, but that's what we did. So yeah, it's been years since I had that much difficulty just cooking food. But yeah, with all that happening, I got good and distracted. So I did not manage to finish everything that I wanted to finish before I started the stream. Took me a second to remember where I was going with that. Goodness. I'm gonna have to go through and blend a lot of this. These are looking just a little too stripy. Now, I was not too sure about this section of the roof, but I think I like it the best now. And eventually I will get around to this girl and the rest of the background and put the trees back in now. But that's going to have to do it for tonight, because I really do not need to forget to put the laundry in the dryer. Let's see what it looks like with just the color. Oh look, it's like a ghost house. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, and it was nice chatting with you, Heartless. And let's see, I will be back. Oh, I won't be back. I'll be back Friday, but on Thursday, I will be a guest on another stream on Alterna Comics on YouTube. Sometime between 7 and 8. I don't know when exactly. one thing about having the soundtrack in the background is that it's weird to stop the stream in the middle of the soundtrack. So I feel like I have to let it have its say. But let's see. If you have a chance, stop by my website at OtherRealmStudio.com. I have updated my shipping costs. So the comic for Soulbound, issue number 1, Adrift, is $3 plus $5 shipping. I did have it at $7, but for this month I'm gonna have it at $5 because I would really love more people to read the book. I know, $8 is still a lot for one comic, but it is 32 pages and it's not a ton of ads. It's literally a page for Mia and a page for Wes. And everything else is stories and art. You can also check out the portfolio on the home page. A lot of my work on there. Oh, and this is the commission that I did before. The guy who's asking if I can do a logo for him now. So he's very nice. He always has such interesting ideas too. And that'll be all for tonight. And I'll see you in the other realm. Good night.